drawer, heavy drawer. Two options. The actually harder way to do things, and probably the lazier way to do things, is just to like hold it here with my knee and screw it in. Or I could actually remove the contents of the inside and just mount the shelf and then slide it in there. But I'm gonna try the harder slash easier way first. Because I'm filming this, I'm gonna put my leg up here. We're gonna take a walk. Oh shit. It's already gone, it's already a bad idea. It's already a bad idea. I shouldn't have equipment or anything here. I've got the stuff in place. This is very cozy. I feel very actually it's not gonna fall now because I literally can't. And always put the bottom screws in first. The top screws, you can see I could attach the top screws, it's still gonna bend. You want those bottom screws. So let's, do I have the lift? Oh man, that sucks. You know, it doesn't suck though. Greatest invention since sliced bread. I'm gonna put these screws in my mouth for a sec, huh? If I need these screws, I just need to do this. Put that up on my knee. Perfection has been achieved. Okay. Bottom of 12 on both. Don't fall out, bitch. Don't fall out, bitch. Just gently tighten it. We're just gonna and honestly it'll stay on just the two. The other two on the top are just shearing force. How'd I get a cat hair in my mouth? I'm holding that on there. It's actually nice. The ones that came with this rack have little plastic caps you could slide onto the screws so that they don't rattle and they don't damage things. That's actually, thank you, Nave Point. Another shout out to Nave Point, who did not buy these for me. I bought these for me. The fuck? Did I tighten the bottom one too much? The bottom might be too tight. Or I might have gone on. Loosen it up. I'm gonna give it a lift. Oh shit. It could also be that sometimes these things just don't jive. Let's try a different. We're gonna try a different screw first, and then I'll change out the back clasps. Sometimes I just don't thread properly. I need a screw. So here's a screw. Here are the plastic little snap-on heads. And that's what we'll change out to if it turns out to be a fucking that. I'm seeing it looks pretty straight. Like it doesn't look like it's completely off kilter or anything to not go in straight. Unless this side is, you know what? This side might just be too tight. Loosen this whole side up so it can shift and slide. No. I think it's... Nope, it's definitely the nut itself, which is fantastic. I love when the nuts are bad. Put this nut there, put new nut in place. Don't you love when I'm working in the total darkness for you guys? This is great. Trust me, it's not good for me either. I'll lift the back of this up so I can squeeze this nut in here. This would not be any easier if I took the drawer out. Stop saying that in the comments. Okay, so now nut. And we're loose, so we can wiggle around. We're in the right position. This one is non-damaged. Yeah, it was a bad nut. It happens, it happens. Okay, a little bit of a... Still my clutch set to like, it was 9, now it's 10. Take the greatest invention ever since sliced bread there. So that's that. So there's my drawer. Original Odak. Original Gallagher hammer thing that used to sit on my sit on the Mica Origin, and the little purple light that flashed would come through. Cock rings, cock rings. Okay, so now here's the next deal. I had the shelf that's going to mount on 15, which is where we'll fit the Rebel amp still at the bottom of the shelf. But we got to put the reference, the QAS reference. Now the QAS reference, I could either add rubber feet to this. It's very heavy, by the way. This is fucking, there's 3 Tordial transformers, I believe. And it has all these screws sticking the fuck out very violently. And I just so happened to find it sitting right there on the table like it was waiting for me. The exact piece of foam that used to be under it. You could even still see the depression marks for that. So, I mean, this used to be on the shelf. The only thing, it should work. I should be able to put this down, and I actually have double stick tapes that's still on this. I should be able to put this down like this. Then turn this fucking thing over. Slide it on in here, because this is just going to sit here. This is not going to be mounted in any way. I don't have the rack mount ears, nor do I think it even like physically comes with them. Like that's never going anywhere. Now we put this shelf down and hope it doesn't fuck up our alignment of 15 on rack slot 15, which it's most certainly doing. Fuck, that would have been so nice. Oh, actually, you know what? If I push it down like that, I can get it to line up. It's just a matter of the foam is going to get compressed. Oh yeah, it's got some room. I would like to give it some time to compress the foam, but we're on a schedule here. I'm filming, so I have the things already in here. I just need 4 of these. Oh, it's gonna look so sexy. And then oh fuck, my VUs, shit. My VU meters would be super sweet. I actually could put the VU meters in front of the Rebel. I could put the VU meters at the very top here, because I don't need the top part of the Rebel amp. That doesn't need to be seen. It'll cover the logo a bit. So as long as I have all workable stuff within that, I can put the 2, ooh. But then it's right at eye level. It's, ooh. PP hard now. PP hard now. Because I almost forgot about my VU meters, and they've just been hitting me in the face. They're only held together with blue tack, or gray tack in that case. Like, that's actually what holds the meters in. Like, I didn't screw anything together and glue it. Just blue tack at all. Never moved for 5 years. Okay. So, we're going to tilt this a little bit to get to that bottom one. It's going to go right in. Yeah, this is going to work fine. It's just going to push the fuck down onto this amplifier, which does get a little bit warm, but we're going to work that out anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Because I do have vents on top here, and I'm going to have, like, things like that are going to be spaced out as much as I need to get the space for that. So maybe one of the occasions where the top screws actually matter, because they're keeping this shelf from 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's gonna be nice to use the reference again. There's a little bit of space. There won't be there. I don't have to worry about that rattling. Actually, I wonder if I should cover this with something so that it's softer. My original plan is to put things like this in there and then clamp it in, like left to right, but I might just be able to do that by wedging. There's the Rebel amp. That is the maximum height. We have like a 1/2 inch above there, and I could definitely put this sheet in front of it. I'll just be sliding this back a little bit. So what else am I like? Let's just fucking fill it with things for now, just because I want to see it. And I prefer to keep. See, now if I put this in there, I can't do my if I put like that in there, I can't cover this with the VU because I'll be losing exactly the on-off button. And I need to have this more accessible than the on-off button, obviously. That sucks. Unless I do like a weird jigsaw where I lay this down and have other smaller amps on top of it, because it doesn't need to vent. I get to finally use the own Magic Deck on things. Oh, it's gonna be sweet. You know, I did all colored amplifiers. Like, to have anything else, it's like red. I need a red amplifier. I could also use the other shelf that I bought and not put it on the other unit, because the other unit right now has no purpose. You deck there, you have no purpose. I'm just worried about this one, which I'll turn around so you can see in the light a little better. I just put the other shelf down here. I mean, I could have both fucking things, all amps all the time. I think we're good with this part of this for now, because I'm not going to start wiring this up until I actually need this. Can I get to the... Oh, that's going to be fun, getting inside there. I could reach it and touch it. It's all right. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get in there. And it's... Yeah, that's a 200-pound shelf right now. All right. Day one. In fact, I'm going to... You know what? No, not ready. Haha. Let's get the actual... I gotta figure out how I'm gonna use this, because last time it was very, very, very fucking dependent that I use the Mica Origin, and I love this thing too much to not use it. Like with the lights and the 12 volt, and it's gonna complete it. I'm a completionist. So let's take the flux sample. I'm obviously not gonna be able to get every amplifier I want to use ever onto it, but like a good bass. And if I had to choose the flux or the Rebel amp, well, Rebel just sent me 3 bottles of wine, so let's go with the Rebel amp. If I wasn't going to use the Rebel amp, I could have made the shelf higher. Remember that. Oh, see, I can't put this down on my lap because this will push out, because these are literally all just held in place with, what's it called? So let's just add, it's a 2 height. Actually, I don't even know if this is 2 high. I feel like this might be, nope, it's a 2 high. Okay. Wish I had more light for you guys, but this is just how it is in the wild, wild west of the Bassmont. I love these indicators. This is so worth it. Just so it says, you know, 22, 21. Yeah, this has to be here. I will work around this VU meter. This isn't like, oh, just some extra little bonus. No, this is it. This is the reason I'm doing it. I'll try to use that screw again, because I think it was the nut last time. Okay, I need 4 of these. 1, 2. I actually don't need the plastic because there's actually plastic stuck to that. 3, 4. Okay. And it doesn't weigh anything, so we should be good with. Should be relatively easy. And the I'm using the square head again, number 2 square head. In case you're wondering. Hold it up with this grill. I should have gotten another one in my mouth. Come on. Hector Salamanca. I squeeze this up against the ceiling in any way. I'm trying to get it out of the way as possible. Just me and Hector. Hector Salamanca. Okay. This is the input cable. And the reason I liked doing it the way I did it, holy shit, that is not even centered, is because it didn't inject any analog noise. Most VUs, you take the risk of that. But literally, I was using the Mica Origin as the converter box to go from USB to fiber optic, so that I could spread out for everything. But it also had a headphone out. So I was using it as a converter and stealing its output, which wouldn't affect its fiber optic output, to convert to analog, which would feed the VU meters. See, that one's falling off a little bit. There we go. Squeezy, 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 squeezy. Electrical tape squeezy. There we go. So now, if I stand up the Rebel amps, let me undo this weirdness. Even though I won't say Rebel amp, actually there's a lot of bulk back here. That's gonna have to go. I mean, I don't mind if it's a little bit pushed back. Push it right there. That's the least. Actually, if I move the Rebel amp all the way over to this side, then she could basically hit the front, which I don't mind that. Because actually that exposes all the vents, which is good, specifically for that amp, which does get warm because it's Class A. So the Rebel amp would sit here, and I have this much space to do everything else. And then I have a mobile thing. And I just got to think about if I'm going to put that shelf on the bottom, because right now there's no plans for DACs. It's just amps. I just want, this is the stuff I need to access. This is the stuff. And then we'll worry about DACs and what's feeding it on another shelf, plus power supplies and power bricks, and maybe a power, you know what? I should get a power conditioner. In fact, I should order a rack mount battery UPS. Excuse me, full sine wave. Do we get 2 of them? I don't know what's going on that one yet. I knew I needed 2. I just don't know if I needed it yet. All right, part 1 of this video is done. Part 2 will be the insane fucking everything else, and we'll see what I've purchased between now and then. Echo, what's today's date?
It's Saturday, December 12th.
We'll see what happens from Saturday, December 12th until when the fuck ever. Forgot I was doing this series on video. All right, I just finished a review. Try not to stare at that like I did last time I turned it off. This is the bottom, or the mount, the final wall mount for the monitor arm that I used to hold up my monitor. That monitor. The monitor with 2 Evangelion girls making out. And I'm going to put this here, right here. I've done the math of where it has to go. I have my table, my review desk up higher now, because the higher the desk is, the less I'm looking down, the more I'm looking up. The more I'm looking up, the more you'll see the background. So that should work fine for what I'm doing. I've taken all the equipment I had in here just to test this. These things will stay. The reference amp will stay because it's... Jesus. I don't just come into your house screaming. Actually, this is her house, and I scream all the time. So what I'm going to do now... So I'm going to move this laptop stand. I'm going to steal me a blanket. A nice blanket. It's a nice blankie. Where's she going? This, by the way, is covered in grease, and be careful with it. It comes out with just one, like, Allen key at the bottom, and then this plastic bit pops out. Because there's no reason for that screw to hold it in place. It just keeps it from lifting off. So I need to lay this on its side, which means I should probably pull the drawer out. Okay, baby. It's going here. We're going to lay it on its... I'm not going to drill it and mount that standing up. That's dumb. I mean, it's doable. Okay. So here's what I figured out. I had to spend at least half an hour going through my nuts and bolts and shit because I wanted to find the thickest possible screw that would still fit, because there's 5 holes here. There's really, really big ones on top for like fucking lag bolts. Then there's these 4. And this one is the biggest one that'll fit in both of these. I had smaller ones, and I had really big ones that I would have to have drilled out these to do it. I'm not drilling this out if I could avoid it. And so I'm going to use all 4, and I'm going to use probably the ones that recess, so that one. But I'm going to show you now. I'm going to put that in there. Just go scream elsewhere, baby. And I'm going to... This rack has this pattern, which is probably for something specific for rack mount things. I'm going to use one of these holes, just one of them that already exists, is going to be boom, and that's where it's getting mounted. It's actually remarkably centered, considering I can't use any more than one. I can only use one. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to get my drill, or actually I'm going to get a score. I'm going to score where I have to go 1, 2, 3. You need to drill 3 more holes. And then I'm going to mount this. That's literally the next step. There, I could access this. I could hold it in place. I touched the grease. I didn't want to touch the grease. But yeah, that's now's step. Because as soon as I get that arm on there, and this should be enough. I can get the arm there and not put the screen on there yet. I just need it so that when I'm ready to go and transition that onto it, it's ready to go. I also Did the unboxing today. Of course, it arrived today for... Actually, I don't know if several of these things have shown up and I haven't probably talked about them yet. These showed up. I talked about them in the unboxing, which is not the same as talking about them to you guys. These are the right angle plugs, which I bought 9 of, knowing this has 9 outlets. And this is the power conditioner that's going on the rack. And these are so I can build my own power cables. They're very nice. I forget what brand they are. Wieland? Elkin? Elkew. L-K-E-W. Yeah, so I bought 9 of these, and they can be rotated in any orientation when you build them. And that goes along with... I gotta plug this now. This monster power conditioner from Furman. This is like a $300 PL Plus C. And... shut that off. Gives you the actual voltage there live. It's got these pop-out lights, which you can turn on and dim if you really wanted to, which are probably going to be useless in my case. But the back will only fit 6 of these plugs because these are too close together. So it'll be 6 custom-made wires to power, and then it takes a full-size power plug. And then these 2 will be for... I'm probably going to have to lead off another power strip, either another power conditioner like the cheaper Furman I have, or just a standard power strip, since we are already conditioning what's going into the unit, just for like big ass transformers and things like this that have to get plugged in because there's so much of that. So we'll deal with that when it's on the unit, but I'm going to be able to use that Furman as a shelf. So I'm deciding if I want to put that on the bottom, like the very, very bottom, which will give me a shelf, or I still have the other 15-inch shelf like we used under the... Don't lose these bits. Like we used on top of the reference. I have that shelf, this shelf. The drawer is actually acting as a shelf. I've got another drawer, this giant motherfucker, which I used to use in my living room to keep it from falling over, because there was so much weight in it there. But then I have the second rack. So I don't know if I'm going to use... I haven't really decided 100% what's going on the second rack. I'm pretty sure it's going to be tube stuff, so that I can put the Audio Valve Solaris on there. It'll have a less crazy power conditioner, and I'll probably feed the second power conditioner from this first power conditioner, so they'll sort of be like linked together. And yeah, so many things. But right now, Furman's great. Here's the rack mount things. I'm not putting this in yet. I want to get the monitor arm mounted, and that's next step. So I need... It's all coming to me now. I need not water. I don't need this either. I'm gonna put these back together. So that's where they were for years, and that's how I knew where they were. I need probably this drill, which has full battery, and this, the step bit. The most useful bit. I've had to just buy 2 or 3 more of these because it's titanium, and it lets you drill a hole as big as you want. And I'm probably going to need to go 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. Not 4 steps, 3 steps. And that will tear through metal nice and nice. And nice and nice. But first you need to mark where it's going. So let's put this back in there. Will that reach? Will that be able to? It will, very easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my chair up, which is currently over here. I'm going to grab this. This will be my marker, so to speak. Kick this further over. Go into this hole. I'm going to level it by eye. Hopefully the weight of things on here don't end up... What happened to my old rack, the ones I used in my living room, it would eventually just start leaning because it would actually bend. It would just start bending it. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. I could counteract that by leaning it slightly to the right. And hoping for the best. Because it may swing this way or that way. I don't think it'll actually do it. I'm gonna go with my gut on this one. And I just need to get in there and just... I'm not actually drilling the hole. I'm just marking my territory. Yeah, start it. I'm gonna try to keep this from moving with my feet. Yeah, that's like perfectly level. I'm gonna lean it forward just a little baby bit. That's fine. That's fine. I really need this plastic to not be here. Hold on. I'm fingering the hole. There we go, come on. Here we go. Don't lose this stuff. This is the stuff that makes the actual monitor mount not fall apart. But it's currently in my way. Okay, so I'm just gonna look back, see where that one is, and we're gonna give it... I'm clamping this by hand. That's good. That's good. See it, see it. See it, okay. So now we can put this down, and the only thing I'm gonna have to concern myself with is metal shavings. I hate metal shavings. Do I have my vacuum? I probably wouldn't run the vacuum while drilling these. You can see there's a slight lean that way, which is perfect. So I just have the divots showing. You don't need to watch me drill these holes. I'll drill one hole with you guys. And this one's actually a really tough one because it's right next to another hole. I just want to get, I'm gonna get metal shavings on my pants, and then I'm gonna sit on my couch, and then I'm gonna have metal shavings on my couch. So I think you should do this completely naked and then jump in the shower right afterwards. Or not, just watch your legs. Just remember, we're going 3 notches. This is a heavy duty piece of metal, holy crap. 1, 2, 3. That was 3. And I would brush it with my hands, but I feel like that would also give me tetanus. I also don't want to get metal shavings in that. I need this. I'm just going to make sure that our screw fits in the hole. Just. There should be a little bit of wiggle room in there. And I just need a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm going to do these other 2, and then I'll come back. And it's done. And of course I got metal shavings on my legs. And I didn't even think about the metal shavings on the floor where my cat walks down here. And then if I put my shoes on it, and then the cat's gonna have it on her paws and some of my shoes, and it goes upstairs and the cleaning ladies. So let's vacuum. I don't want to vacuum, but I'm gonna have to vacuum because it's just, that's too much. It's the only thing that's made like dirt. So we'll deal with it. You also don't have to watch me do this. Let's come back for when I'm actually doing something interesting. The voltage, I plugged it into the $300 Furman power conditioner to see if vacuuming was transcendent if I did that. And it actually showed a major drop in voltage from that 6.5 amp motor. Now that thing's rated to 1800 watts. And I wouldn't actually think the voltage would fall. I should get my kilowatt out. I should plug my kilowatt into the Furman as well and then run it and see if I could see the voltage drop on multiple things. Then I should plug it into the outlet and see, because that means if there's draw on one thing, it's dropping somewhere else. We had this problem at RMAF. If you want to talk about having interesting little things. At RMAF, we had, we tried to plug all the amps into one side and there was too much drain. So we plugged it into 2 different sides. We were getting 2 different voltages because the units we bought, the big power strip things, had just voltage meters in them. And we had the lights, the DMS level fucking stupor lights was what I call them, because they were just, give these a little cleaning. They were just incandescent, like spotlights, like for commercial fucking use. And he brought them, or his dad brought them, and I'm like, that's fine. But we had them on one side, and they were draining the goddamn voltage, like 10 volts away from what we were actually needing. So we had to move them to like a 80-foot extension cord or something, or we had to just move all the amps back to one circuit again, because we're actually getting volume discrepancy differences from that. Like it's real weird. Power's weird, but don't go out and buy like $800 power cord. Voltage meter and understanding how it works is all you really need. So now I have these washers for the inside, which are going to be hilarious to put on. And actually I could do this over here. Why am I bringing this? Don't bring that there, bring this here. This has wheels. I like things on wheels, like except for like those dogs with wheelchairs. Not that I don't like dogs with wheelchairs, but that seems mean. You shouldn't like that. You should be like, oh shit, and try to fix said dog in a wheelchair. I just realized that I have the openings to the reference amp here. I don't think any metal shavings flew. What are those? Are those metal shavings? Or is that just dust? I think that's just dust. Yeah, the metal shavings are mostly this side. But note to self, cover any vents that could be over things that are important and expensive, and the owner had just passed away. I found out from someone on Twitch that the guy who builds these reference or QES reference was one guy, just one guy who did this, and he died. He was Italian and he died. He didn't die because he was Italian, he didn't die because of COVID. He died from just fucking, I forget what he said it was, some weird shit. Wasn't even an old dude. Just like, nope, checked out. So this QES reference lab amp that I have in here is officially worth more than it was, since one guy makes them and I got mine. It was just like, all right, I'll take it. Okay, well, oh, Daft Punk has one? Oh, I'll review the hell out of that. So now we've got, come on. Of course it, oh, there it goes, it lines up. Sometimes the lineups are a little bit weird when you're doing like real precision hole stuff. Cause like these holes are fucking in. Now these holes are too low. And I know they'll go in. And of course, the fucking ones I'm using are flathead. And if you know me, you know my granddaddy. He was, yes, a die cutter, but he was also a piece of shit. I love you, Grandpa. But you use nothing but flatheads everywhere. My whole grandparents' house, everything was held together with flatheads. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just gently attach a single nut to the back of one of these. I'll put the washer on and a single nut. I'm gonna double nut it. I love double nutting, ask anybody. So we're just gonna make it so it doesn't fall off. And then I'll be able to wiggle it around and do things. I just wanna get it like, and I should probably have not put this in place, knowing that I had to do this at some point. But, you know, we work around our failings. Oh, I don't need that. That's the fifth one. So now I could pull this out. Actually see how this is gonna line up. Give it a like an up wiggle, an up wagen. I mean, worst case scenario, I bolt these in and then stick my fucking thing through there. Oh, we're so close. Oh, it's so close, and it'll. There it is. It just needs to be. Do I have a hand screwdriver? Ah, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Oh. This is the only screwdriver, like screwdriver that's like not a precision screwdriver that I own. Just gonna get that. It's so tight, I'm actually threading it through the metal, which is a hole big enough for it to fit through. There you go, they're both going. So as soon as I get this in here enough, then I'll be able to just give it a whap with a rubber mallet and it'll just stay in place. In the meantime, I'm just gonna verify it doesn't fall out of the hole. Sometimes I wish I had baby hands. Then girls wouldn't like me as much. Oh, that one didn't get screwed in hard enough. Screw this one harder. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so now we should just be able to tighten these things in and it'll pull itself in. It's just going to be a little bit of like kunk. You're going to hear a lot of bad metal sounds, and not like Dragon Force, like bad metal. Like, is that killing itself? There you go. Very, very slight metal, death metal sounds. What's nice about this screw and using it with a flathead is that it's in that channel, so it doesn't actually pop out and fall over. It just scrapes around the outside. Fuck, I might not even need a nut for these. We're so close. Might have to just crank that with because we're touching here, and that threaded in. So if these all thread in, like they're currently doing, because it's pushing against a pretty rough edge from what I just drilled. That's in. That's in. That's definitely in. And this one, that one spun once, so that one's cutting. So now I got to get in there and find the exact right size. Z's rolling garage. I never get out of the chair. If I can't fix it in a chair, I don't fix it. What do you think? I'm gonna need the extension. Hopefully I don't need a longer extension. I'm pretty sure I don't have it in here. And now we just find that one. This is the only one I used for like the last 3 days. What is this? 3/16? 3/8? 3/16. Boy, you high? Yes, she's sitting there. Okay, so now we're just gonna take it and we're gonna give it a little, because now we're just tightening up the ass of it. Why do I feel like it's skipping? Of course it is skipping. Wait. That is too big. But the next one's too small. That one's way bigger. That one's way smaller. Hold on. Oh yeah, that just spins. Are you fucking me? Are you fucking me in my literal face? Why? Why you do this? It's 3/8 or 10mm. It does both. What the fuck size is this? It literally, listen. It spins entirely in there. Yet this one doesn't even fit. Doesn't even get close to fitting. So, and that's an 8mm. It's 5/16 and 3/8, and 8mm, 10mm. It's like a 9mm fucking. What the fuck? How do I make this go? Where's my set with all the shit? Excuse me, Rick. Yes, I asked for the set with all the shit. That's a microphone stand. These are those Viltrox lights I was going to use above my thing. I've gone with that instead. I might still use these like up on my fireplace if I want to get real dramatic. This set should have... Are they in here? No. This is more drill bits. It's got to be up top, I think. That's masonry bits. Shitty wood hole bits. Oh, you want to fit so bad, don't you? Fuck. 11/30 seconds. Oh, it's too small. And then there's 5/16, and then there's 3/8, which is not going to be the size I need. Wait a second. 3/8 fits. 3/8 fits perfectly. This is not very deep though. I don't know if it's gonna fit. It could screw in, but when you don't have it deep enough, it's obviously the nut's gonna walk out at some point and then be like, ah. So let's see what this does. I'll manage. We'll manage. Actually, that's gonna fit perfectly. Now I just need I want to do this by hand. I don't want to do this with the power tool. Oh, nice. I have an orange one that I usually use. I can't lose this. Oh yeah. Am I spinning the bolt? It's spinning but barely, and now it's tightening. Oh. Hey, we're pulling some threads through. Oh, and now we've gone so far that it's skipping. So that means it's probably gonna do that for all of them. Really? Oh sure, I just gently threaded it on the end. That's in there. You're not even spinning at all, you're just still tightening. Shit, am I hitting this? I don't want to fuck up. I'm behind on the... I want to be able to see. This is the easy one too. I just have big hands. You know what? I can fix this. I can fix my big-handedness. I have a tool to fix the tool of the tool that I'm tooling. Holy toolito. It's all about eventually having all the tools you need to not fail. Spinny, 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 spinny. Yeah, so now my hand's not punching. This is important. Like, I want to make sure this is like tight and not skipping. That one not good. I want to make that sound for this one too. Oh, nope. We're skipping because it's just not deep enough. But I think we're officially attached. Stop it. I can tighten up these things and then it doesn't move as much. We're gonna get off track for a second, hold on. Because if I release this, that hits the ground, which is not what I want. That makes it wider. I want it to pull in, so I have to physically drop the light a little bit, tighten it up. Okay, we're in. Now that this is loose, I can push this down. I can lift the whole fucking light up there like that. So now it's less of a fucking spanse, which is going to compromise a little bit of the stability. But my fucking chair won't hit it. Just don't go crashing down, please God. I have to adjust it in and out. And I hate all things Pro Gear. I mean, I like Pro Gear, but I hate all things Pro Gear. Guess what? That's in place. That is legit. Not just legit, that is legit AF. So this goes back here. I don't know why that one works and the other one didn't. It's super weird. Of course, that's broken off. Of course, just to fuck it. Just to fuck it. Just Jajahama. Jajahama. And I need this, and I need the... I'll need that in a second. I think one of these was... I need that one. So this set broke, and I could just take this off. Really convenient, by the way, having that on a Legacy 4s. They'll survive. Okay. So now this just sits there. That is it. It's done. It'll never come off, really. But now I have to drop this in and rotate it till it falls. And then gently screw this in from the bottom. See that lifts it up? Give it a couple spinny spins. Again, this is not holding any weight. It's just to keep the arm from lifting off should something fail. Or it fall over. Or you go to adjust the monitor and you pop the arm off. That'll be the nightmare. I'm going to give this a little bit of a... Oh, no more than that. That made a little cricky crack sound. Didn't help. It didn't help. I hate it when all my efforts are for naught. How's this one doing? This one has it here too. That one's still tight. Okay. Monitor arm is officially mounted. That was a rather large part of... Please don't drop things, please. I don't need that right now. Things are sort of moving smoothly in ahead. Okay. Get you back in here. These are the covers, juststand.org. I feel like that's a very political sounding thing that they're not using for political reasons. Not that there's something wrong with that, but it's kind of like the1%.com and it's fucking Fox News. Or like, no, that wouldn't be it. Like 1%.com and being like a pot dealer. I fucked this one up. This is supposed to go in here. Can I get it? Oh, it came off. There you go. This has to go in there and then up. There we go. So now we officially have our monitor stand, which, by the way, this is very spring-loaded. Like, this will punch you in the jaw. And if I go all the way out and pull down, no. I mean, I'm yanking this down, and that ain't moving, and that doesn't even have anything on it. So this is going to be some baller ass shit when there's a screen like here. I don't know if I want to get it in my way. Also the fact, wow, that says made in China. Lame. Take that shit off immediately. I'm going to put in, I should make, you know what I should sell? It'd be really fucked up, but you should just sell sticker packs that say made in like various countries, and you could just peel them off. Different designs and shapes and sizes. So you can impress your friends. You can just put on like made in France, made in the People's Republic of Ecuador. I don't know, places you want to see things made. Italy, Japan, a lot of Japan stuff probably. No one likes to see made in China stickers. Made out of audiophile parts in Bulgaria. Sweden. Made in Sweden. Just call them lie stickers. I'm sure somebody sells them. I'm sure, like, who in China sells the stickers that say made in China? Because that's the fucking business you want to be in. Shouldn't be. I stopped filming to vacuum and to drill things, but I'm picking off a sticker in front of you. Okay, whatever. It's clean enough. All right, so now, power conditioner. Nothing's on fire, right? Because that's ready to go. I have to make decisions. I need a the plan is to use this as a shelf. So if I'm going to use this as a shelf, then the odds of me being able to use it, can I shut that off? Yeah. The odds of me being able to use it, this is for the vacuum, at the bottom is like, I could do that. I could put it at the bottom, but that's dumb. It's also got to be accessible for me to flip it on and off. I'm going to unplug all of these. This also has that interesting 12 volt output on the back. This is where it's plugged in. I had it plugged into the other Furman. Has a 12 volt BNC 12 volt, half an amp on the back, with a separate lamp power on off. And I'm not sure like what the hell that's for. I feel super proprietary. I've never seen a lamp with a BNC. But yeah. So where do I put this in that rack? Do I just put it, I can't put it right into the shelf, right into the thing, because I can't use it as a shelf. The arguments were, oh, put it at the very top so that you could use the lights to light up the amps. But I already have this light to light up the VUs. The VUs are more important than this. This needs to just be like, how much space do I need for DACs? I'm going to need at least 4 DACs on this rack. 4 to 5 DACs in the rack. Plus, it's got to be able to handle a Pi 2 AES. So let's go grab. Let's put you down. Put you down like the family dog. Yeah, that's a perfectly fine. That's enough space. I should take this off and look inside of it. That's enough space to fit all the things as a shelf. I won't need any more shelves on this ever. We need the, oh, what am I talking about? They're in here. I will need to not drill any more holes. That's number 1. We should be done drilling. We should be done drilling. Now we have to go put this back to where it was because this was fucked up. Surprised that didn't work. That's very rare that this set. It's a Cobalt set, but it's still a nice set. This goes back in here. This was sitting here. I knew this was sitting here. So let's mount this Furman. And I'm just gonna have to guess. How much effort do I want to have when I'm doing things in it? Because for looks, in the looks category, I wonder if I'm actually going to turn this whole thing on and off. I should probably leave at least a 2 or a 3 gap, and I could put an actual grill cover in the way if I want to buy a grill cover. So I can have the DACs behind it, because the amps seem to be accessible. The DACs really don't. And I'm trying to think what DACs I'm going to put in there. Probably the D90. I want to keep my X8 Magic DAC accessible because that thing has a volume control and I want to touch it. And I want to set up a pair of speakers on a desk. I just have it there. So there's a couple DACs I'm not going to put in there. JDS Labs EL DAC will probably be perfect because it just is on. It's on, it's done. Although I may have to switch inputs. I probably won't cover it. It'll probably come out to me not covering it. Anyway, in here is, those are the mounts for the screws in, which I don't need because I actually could get rid of all this. These are all non-functional because those are to screw in the legs, but I actually just screwed them in physically. So there should be 16 in there. So this is now, are these the same? Brilliant. They use the same screws for the actual assembly of this unit as they do for this. There's another box. So we're going to make up 4 of these. And close you. You're not falling yet, fur man. Also, one of the things that comes to mind is, well, where the fuck is the laptop now, buddy? And I'm like, the lap what? Yeah, you know, the laptop that hooks up to this monitor? Because what the fuck is the point of having the monitor mounted to this if you're hooking the wire from the monitor up to something fucking else? And I'm like, you know what? Shut the fuck up with your thoughts. So I'm still thinking about it now because it's not wrong. It's not a wrong question. The question is, wait, those are square heads. Yes, like I was saying, after my battery mysteriously died, and the one I was replacing with, because they're in sequential order and they should all be charged, that also was dead, like stone dead. I was going for a square head because these things take a square head. I'm not fucking dealing with a Philips. If I never have to touch a Philips again, it's great. Greatest thing in my life is I never have to touch a Philips head. I'm also going to need an extra DAC, actually, a cheap little one, just to do the VUs here. Maybe I'll order another VMVD1, not VMVD1, holy fuck. Yeah, I'll order another $1,300 DAC to run my VU meters. D3, little D3. Do I make it a 2-space or a 3-space? Let's go with a 3-space. Let's put it on the correct side so we're not an idiot. And it's only a 1U. I love how these are labeled. My God. If this was a $15 option, I'd say fucking pay it. Did that actually screw in? That's wild. I don't have to look. I was usually measuring like how many things over. It's just 8. You're plugging it into 8. All right. This is going to be a little bit of a suck to hold because this thing is not light. This thing has got some stuff in it, man. I could be a piece of shit. You're not going to like me for this, though. But it's like, when you're working by yourself and you don't have the right tools or the time, you could do this sort of stuff. But it's like, I don't recommend it. Hold on. I'll put this on my lap. Okay. Now I'm going to sit on this cord a little bit so that the ass of this can't fall down, because I'm going to actually support it like that while I'm doing things. See, look, it would have fallen if I wasn't doing this. But we're also dragging the metal against like metal and things. So we're bad people. This is what bad people do. But I need to be able to do this with one hand so I could use the other hand to screw this in. The other option being, come on. And I should be doing the bottom and not the top. We've already discussed this. Wow, is it that tight? Holy fuck. Come on. That isn't grabbing anything, is it? Shit. Okay. I have one grabbing on that side, so I'm just going to get this one's bottom going. I'm sure they sell it for people who do this shit all the time. Some sort of clamp system that goes... What the fuck? There we go. Oh, some sort of clamp system that just literally clips into this and just reaches back and it holds and you squeeze it and it comes out and you can move it again. That doesn't exist. Please steal my idea, but give me credit. Call it the Z-Lock or something. Wow, these are so small. I may not be able to use these screws because the heads are so large that I can't fit them into this where the Furman thing is. That's fucking weird. Wait. I gotta take them out of the fucking... I gotta take them out of the plastic sleeves. The plastic sleeves are adding enough thickness that it's actually fucking with it. Okay, let's I gotta do the bottom one here is not even connected, so I'll take this one out. That's fucked up. Yeah, without the plastic sleeve, right in. With the plastic sleeve, it's like bent and sideways. Sometimes it be like that, though. I still have this set to 10. Making sure we got that in. Manual turn. Manual turn. That is officially attached. Don't do like Donnie Darko does. Don't do what Donnie does. It's a Simpsons reference, correct? Okay, you go off. So now that is officially my shelf for DAX because it doesn't weigh that much. It's not like 15 pounds. It's like 8-9 pounds. And I'm going to add maybe 10 pounds of DAX to it. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Worst case scenario is I can support it from the shelf above. Let's turn this bitch around. Yeah, there's my shorty thing, and I don't think that it's certainly a Furman power conditioner should not affect the DACs. My concern would only be maybe there's 110 nearby, but it's all metal encased, so it's probably going to be fine. So it's a little bit short, but if I'm lining the DACs up horizontally, it wouldn't make a difference. So I could always move it too. So now there we go. We now have a monitor arm and a power conditioner set up. Now, if I'm going to be building all the power cables, which is my plan, I haven't received all the stuff yet. In fact, I'm probably not going to until around Christmas, according to how fucking shitty this storm is about to be tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day of the big storm in the Northeast from 2020. To end it with a bang, with a 24 inches of snow bang. Can't wait. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. It's just please pour it all over my body. I went shopping. I've got my stuff. I've got extra. Only thing I don't have extra of is milk. I should have bought like absurd amounts of milk, but I got a truck and I got someone plowing my thing. So now, that's it. That's it. For now, we're it. But amps go in there vertically. DACs, unless I move that down and do the DACs vertically too, but I shouldn't need that many because I'm going to be able to use RCA and XLR outputs on any balanced DAC. And then I could even have splitters for RCA or XLR, so I could use as few DACs as possible, feed all the equipment. We got power conditioning on. We're good. We're good. I'd say we're good. Do I want to move the monitor over? Because it's just bothering me now that that's there. It's like it wants to be on it. It wants to be on it, and it's not currently on it. But that'll make it harder to do things, like, because then I can't just like roll it into the middle of, if I'm doing reviews and it's plugged in, I can't just like roll this. Please don't hit the glass table. The fuck out. To do things. I mean, I can, but then again, where am I putting the laptop? Currently, by the way, I have just another 4-foot plastic table back here below that, because I've raised that up. This was the review height. It's actually an inch below the review height, and that's like now 6 inches higher. So we'll see how that last review came out. It was the shit stack. I didn't know they stack shit that high. I did. I knew it 100%. Really good stuff. That Furman's probably going to end up going. I have another Furman. Is it upstairs? Where the fuck is the other Furman? Oh, behind the speaker demo place is another Furman. So I got that Furman and that Furman. Those were 60 when I got them. Now they're 80. So I may need to... Actually, wait, I did buy another one. I bought another one of those. So I'm good. I could either add another power conditioner to this at the bottom for more place to plug things in, or have two on the other side, which is this one, which we haven't even gotten to yet, as far as conceptualizing and organizing and consorbanizing and chicken carbonara-ing yet. All I know is that at some point, Audiovalve Solaris is on this, and that needs space above it because heat. And then if I take out the dark voice, and then I take out the TA30, and then maybe the TA20 or TA10 are there as well. And I even have that Turpy, the one that's a headphone stand, but I'm not gonna put that in there, that's dumb. Yeah, so that thing's looking good so far. And I believe I made the correct decision with the accounting for the lean by putting it like a little bit up, because it already looks like it wants to lean. Okay, I'll be back to this.